Alright, y'all. Hey, I'm Super Boku underscore 36 slash BokuHaze. And we're here talking about that Pokemon ZA, y'all. So, I'm gonna let y'all know how it went for me. Like, so far, I've sort of played most of the first part of the game. You know, we started out the game with the little tower lineup. ZA comes in, they like, we need to find the strongest Evolution user. Then this Pokemon passes out, his eyes go black, and basically opens his eyes up behind my head, y'all. My character look clean though, because y'all gonna see him in the next slide with his white fit on. Y'all know homie looking good. And then intro credits cut it through. Then my character's looking through the city. Cause we're in Lumio City for this video game, y'all. The mud looks beautiful, y'all. Like even though I got to switch one, it still looks beautiful. And then for my people that say Switch 2 is better, I know, but y'all ain't really viewing the Switch 1 game like that. So, man, we're here for it. I'm that YouTuber. I'm that streamer. I'm Super Boku underscore 36 slash BokuHaze, and you know, I'm the receiver. Alright, so basically, we meet this girl, and she got these Pokemon, man. They just started for this game, y'all. We got Totodile, Tepig, and also my boy Cyndaquil. Might not even be a boy in this game. It might be a girl. This lady with this weird looking hair was like, "Welcome to Lumio City." She popped up on the TV, right? And I'm thinking like, boy, is she gonna be putting the new Professor Oak? I done forgot who the main characters was in Action Wild, y'all. But I know it was a young man, or Professor Sycamore or something like that. It's crazy because it's pretty cool, like how the games normally like generate the past and the present. But yeah, man, see, got that Skidoo. I ain't seen this Pokemon in I don't know how long, but this was actually my first shiny Pokemon that I ever caught. So yeah, y'all. That Pokemon are mysterious and holy creatures, and so be interacting with our surroundings, because they surround us looking 3D like crazy, y'all. They're looking crazy 3D. And then we had to go, basically, our bag got stolen, right? And we had to go have our first mission, y'all. And it was like, hear that? They're down. Next thing you know, we run up on this chick and this guy. They look fresh in the mud. Oh boy, look clean in the mud. My character looked spoofy with them black pants, tucked in t-shirt. But you know what? That's something I would rock in real life too. And they asked me to go fight these fools, right? And I had to pick a Pokemon, pick my starting Pokemon. Y'all ain't guess who I picked, y'all. Y'all ain't guess who I picked. This girl gonna throw out a Pacham because Pacham done stole my stuff. And I done send out Tepig. Because why not, man? This is my first Pokemon in black and white. When I initially bought Pokemon White. I know everybody's pretty much against Tepig, but that's my GOAT. That is my GOAT. And we fought, man. We fought. And I whooped that tail. I jumped on that monkey. And he basically lost. It was like, this is supposed to help us feel better. Nah, you ain't gonna steal my stuff to think you gonna feel better. Just you gotta throw down with me. And then old boy lost too. I didn't realize he had Ash's Sinnoh hat and the mud made of you with his hairline. Hey, look at that hairline. That is ugly. That is ugly, y'all. We got that bag back. We completed our first mission. Oh girl gave me a fist bump and we clean like a mud, y'all. We could call this Naruto and Kurama. So I got my first Pokeball. I look clean with it. Look at my eyes. Boy, my character looks clean them up. We got that orange hairstyle to match the fury of Tepig. It was just too clean, y'all. It was just too clean. Tepig looked happy. We got on our knees and we gave him a dap. Then next thing you know, it turned out to be nighttime, y'all. We had to end up in our second mission with the Battle Zone. Now, old girl explained what Battle Zones meant to me. Did I really read? Yes, I did. Because this is new. This is too new, y'all. This is too new. And let me do this right. Yeah. Alright, so basically, we ended up in the nighttime. I had to get my bag off to the Pokemons I chose not to pick, y'all. And it was crazy. We had to escape from this mud, but this girl ran up on me and she was like, "Boy, give me your money and your rank, boy. You ain't got nothing." She like a waitress, cooking like a Humpty Dumpty creature. And next thing you know, she hit me with that challenge. And old girl was like, "Hey, he not a challenger." And she's like, "I'm nobody talking to you, boy. You better get your stuff on." And homie looks at me through the back, and I look at myself through the camera. And then the next thing you know, I was challenged by this girl named Bridget with the white trap. She sent out a clef for thinking that this normal type could astonish me, but nah, I had to jump on that monkey too. Whoop that tail. My boy Ted Pig got it up. And look at this. Look how clean that is, y'all. The Bunnery got passed out. Old girl lost. My Ted Pig leveled up to level 7, y'all. And then, next thing you know, we run up on this group of folks. My girl's chilling. And it's crazy because I had to record this month. She ran off. And for some reason, I'm pretty sure I had more recordings. But I threw down with the other group. Nah, actually, I didn't even get to throw down with the other group. They pulled up on me. And it was crazy, y'all. It was crazy. Look at my monkey. He's back. Flame monkey. I think because I picked Ted Pig, I will receive the water monkey. To counter for my lack of my lack of weakness. Hopefully I get to see my boy Siren in this game. And his brothers. I tried to find a hotel. But these folks ain't trying to let us through. They're like, nah, you gonna have to box us. You gonna have to fight. And next thing you know, AZ's Flowetta from Pokemon X and Y come out, man. Looking clean in the mud. You know we should have got him in that game. You know we should have got him as a DLC for that game. And the GameStop should have gave it out, y'all. But nah, GameStop ain't want to do that. They wanted to be hardcore. And they was like, oh, Flowette with a black flower. You don't see that every day. And Flowette hits that Kamehame. Ha! And that mother so strong, he over here looking like Jin Kazama from Tekken, y'all. And they all shook. And they all ran. They didn't know what was up, y'all. And the old girl was like, man, you should not have used that light of ruin. Cause that was truly a Kamehameha wave blast, y'all. Next thing you know, we left. We got out. I took a picture. We looked clean. And I took more pictures, y'all. Nah, that was a hard pose. That was a hard pose, y'all. Y'all can't tell me that ain't hard. You can't tell me that this ain't hard. Look at my fit too. Tucked in shirt, orange hair, Pokeball, but my Pokemon Blue. Yeah, we killing it. The Cyndaquil talking to me. I talked to Cyndaquil. I talked to AZ and all that. And AZ pull up. I didn't even think they let me record this part. There's probably like cutscene. They ain't letting this boy get that. And AZ looked at us. We looked at AZ. AZ looked at the bag. And then, what do we see right there, y'all? A Zygarde. A freaking Zygarde. Oh my. Oh my. Wait. Says my headset was, what you call it? Alright, y'all. We saw a Zygarde. Zygarde over here leaving. I'm pretty sure AZ saw it too and ain't want to tell us that. But homie, it's looking nice with that hairstyle. Which I'm glad you did. Flowette said on our skin. The AZ tells us, I believe you've been led here because you are meant to be. I'm AZ. And that's just the key to room Dragon Ball Z. And then when we went upstairs, man, we got to look at some paintings. That's a first room. That looked like the art in this game is actually pretty sick. Wish they got to let us zoom in. The Halloween special that was a DLC for, if I'm not correct, Pokemon. They did have a Halloween event for X and Y, if I'm not correct, with the pumpkins, and the pumpkins got bigger. Look at Flowetta. Down. We got to see so many pictures. Even a little pumpkin on this side, y'all. Like, in my bedroom was clean. It was too clean. It was way too clean. I honestly just think that like more Pokemon rooms need to look like this. This looks way more decked out than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, y'all. Wish we even got a decorator room. Old girl interrupts us while we're looking at a room. She asks us, come on up to the roof. We go up to the roof, y'all. She's like, it's a bit late, but welcome to Lumio City. We get to see the skyscraper, and Mud's crazy, y'all. It's beautiful. Beautifully crazy. Then we give a fist bump, and that's the beginning of our journey. And the Zygarde is still watching us, y'all. Complete main mission number 2. Now, boy, we woke up. AZ's like, boy, that boy was accompanied by a Zygarde. And they were like, next day, my homie woke up, ready for a new life in Lumio City. We go upstairs to see what it look like in the morning. We go up, take another picture, and then we go and see my homegirls. You know, she's talking to us. She lets us know about the ZA Royale that's happening, y'all. It's a big tournament up in Lumio City. Ain't no Pokemon League, but it is a Royale. And everybody's trying to become the greatest trainer, but I bet you we're going to end up finding Alan. If we find an Alan in this game, that would be super lit, y'all. That would be way too lit. It's like, let's get you signed up for the ZA tournament. She hooks me up with an MZ, invites me to a new team called MZ for the gear. I guess that's a bring on from the other game where they had us in different teams. And it's like, no way you could carry that whole huge bag. Satchel won't get in the way. He gives me a satchel, gives me an app. And next thing you know, I got my fit on. Oh, wait. Let's see if they ever let me show this cutscene. Yeah, we gotta make sure you got a Team MZ pick and proof that you're one of us. She gave us the jacket. You know, now you can battle carry your huge travel bag. Nah, look how clean we look, y'all. Look how clean we look. And now we're at Rank Z. Homer is like, y'all got some energy. And you're like, yeah. Then she teaches me how to roll. You see how clean that look? That's a roll, y'all. Then we get to meet a new character. And she lets us know who she is. We meet her. She's like, I got a brother. And they look so clean, y'all. They just look too clean. Shit, what should just complain? They really could have had voice acting for this game. I believe that they could have had voice acting, y'all. And my character name is Haze, y'all. So y'all will see a little bit of Haze on my gameplay. She said, I'm Lita. Nice to meet you. And that's where we stopped off, y'all. That's where we stopped off for our beginning of the gameplay. So now, we're about to get it in, and we're about to have a good time. On this episode of Pokemon ZA.